Hello, we are joined today by Mr. Saurabh Saini, CEO of Kintetic Waves. Welcome, Mr. Saini. I'm Ruchika Chitravanshi with Business Standard.
Hi Ruchika, good afternoon.
So, first of all, our audience would love to know about the Kintetic Waves journey so far. What is it that you do and how has it come about?
Yeah, so Ruchika, before coming to Kintetic Wave, I just want to give a brief background of myself. So I've been a banker for the last 17 years. So throughout my banking career, I spent multiple hours in boardroom, on the floor, and through all those nights where compliance alerts are happening. So once I moved out of the banking, I started my own fintech. And definitely, I thought to address these problems because there are lots and lots of partners available. Every partner for new solution, for new need, but there is no unified ecosystem there. So, as a banker, I always wanted to have a unified ecosystem, a one partner which can provide me all of it: payment, reconciliation, compliance, or anything under that umbrella. So then we started building Kintetic Wave, right? So primarily we are a digital payment company. We cater to the small, medium and large merchants with the help of our partner bank. So we use our partner bank and we provide UPI acquiring solution to merchants. Any merchant you want to go ahead and acquire customers digitally, you can see lots and lots of customers selling everything on Instagram, Facebook. Everybody wants to sell things online. Nobody wants to set up a shop because of the cost involved. So there we come. We want to enable these merchants to collect payment because they're non-face-to-face customers, right? And every merchant can't go to bigger payment gateways. That's where we bridge the gap for the smaller mid-sized merchants. We provide UPI acquiring solution. We provide payment solution. Customer can make payments through our unified dashboard, right? Single payment, bulk disbursal, salary payouts, all those things they can do from a unified dashboard. And also, we provide them a reconciliation engine. A customer is accepting payment, doing payments, so he doesn't know what kind of payment is being missed. Throughout the day, he has accepted, say, 1,000 payments, but out of 90 was only successful, 890 or 990 got failed. Then my system will recognize that. That's where the reconciliation software comes to picture. These are all things we were doing, and then suddenly we always felt, what is next? So then we transform ourselves into something bigger. And that's what Elphage come into the picture, right? Yeah, Elphage is basically a fintech which does everything under that compliance umbrella.
I wanted to ask you now that today you have launched this new brand identity. What was the idea behind the launch? Why are you changing your brand name? And why have you chosen this particular branding?
So basically, Kintetic Wave resonates with the digital payment ecosystem. We wanted to move much ahead and absorb other products also in our kitty, right? We don't want to be only just a digital payment company. Then we wanted to have some name which can resonate with our ideology. Then what Elphage came into our mind. Elphage is basically Alpha Age. Alpha is someone who is standing upfront, first position, and new age. Because all our solutions, right now, all the banks doing compliances manually on Excel, on circulars, teams are sending mail, all these things are manual. We wanted to transform the entire process. That's why we want to take banks to a new age where the entire compliance framework is automated. That's why this name came and we got associated and we felt really personal about this name and we launched a brand in this name.
So you are catering a lot to startups and small businesses, which actually small businesses, MSMEs form the backbone of our country. And given a lot of the global uncertainties, the US Trump tariffs, all of that, there has been a slowdown in that activity. Government wants to push it. So the activity that you are seeing at your end, the demand for loans, demand for finance, is a good indicator to see what is happening. So what is happening with
so
the
I
startups?
tell you, Ruchika, frankly speaking, tariff or no tariff, India market is growing. Okay, every day market is growing. People are coming. The consumption capacity of every Indian citizen is being raised day by day. There's a huge market, right? If at all I don't export something, the entire big Indian market is more my product. As a merchant or as a manufacturer, what do I think? Why should I need to export everything? We can fulfill our businesses within our India itself, right? So people are growing, transactions are growing, purchasing capacity is growing. So I don't see any dearth of self-reliance in India. After getting so much technologically advanced, UPI has changed the entire ecosystem.
Absolutely.
So UPI is something which has given India that image. If we are leading in payments, right? So once UPI is there, every single person in tier 3, tier 4, tier 6 cities also accepting payments to UPI QR. So how can I say that the industry is shrinking or the ecosystem is shrinking? It's growing day by day. A lot of opportunity for players.
Are you also planning to grow beyond the Indian borders and taking it
Definitely,
abroad?
we in future definitely will want to explore that thing. But currently, we want to focus ourselves to cater Indian clients because in MSME customer, more than 65 million MSME customers, they require those solutions, right? So we want to first cater those solutions, those customers. Then definitely, in longer run, we'll definitely will try to go abroad or global payments.
You know, with evolving technology, every day we are, moving so fast, and the cumulative growth is just beyond anybody's imagination. Our rules and regulations, on the other hand, are not designed for this ecosystem that we are seeing evolve so fast today. So, if you had some asks for the government, what would you like to do if the government takes your
So
leads?
frankly speaking, Ruchika, I am more concerned about my regulator, right? Because we work in the finance industry and RBI is a great regulator. I haven't seen such a regulator which basically senses a problem beforehand.
Yeah.
Whenever something is being irregular, something like that, they come with a new regulation. And every regulation is for the benefit of business, right? If I remember those days when the COVID was there, right, 2020, RBI saw banks and the financial institution are facing difficulty to onboard customers. They came up with the video KYC guidelines. That kind of a regulator we have, right? So if I would ask government, so it should be like the entire ecosystem should grow. The merchants should be given more facilities. Until unless merchants will not grow, the customer will not be able to grow. Neither we are providing solution to the merchants. So RBI one side is regulating entire finance industry. Government should basically support these small merchants grow, and then entire ecosystem will automatically will grow.
Yeah. But the idea is to balance innovation and regulation.
Innovation, Ruchika, I would say that there are lots of innovation happening nowadays, but every innovation has to be under the regulatory framework. Because as mentioned earlier, we work in a highly regulated industry. That's where we launch LFH, right? Because every bank, every NBFC, every financial institution face a lot of difficulty to basically comply all the regulations, all the circulars. There we come into the picture. There we help them to comply all the circulars.
I heard you earlier at the launch of the Alphage, you were talking about how compliance is a big
Umbrella,
burden.
yes.
Yeah, and you have to provide with so many documents, etc. But if you heard the chief economic advisor speaking today, he talked of deregulation. He has talked about deregulation in the economic survey. There are deregulation committees, high-level committees formed. But an important point he made was that private sector itself has also been a laggard when it comes to deregulation, and that the kind of compliances that private sector often asks of customers is also no short of what the government may be asking, maybe even more. So, what is private sector's role in providing this ease of doing business that we talk of?
So basically, Ruchika, I would say that whether it's a public sector bank, a private sector bank,
Yeah.
everybody is guided. I will focus more, as I mentioned, on my business, my industry, my regulator. So whether it's a private sector bank, whether it's a multinational bank, or a public sector bank,
Yes.
regulations are same for everyone, right? Once fintech is being discussed, right?
Yeah.
Fintechs on their own, they cannot derive any product. Basically, they need to be associated with some of the banks, right? And eventually, a fintech has to comply because they are using banks APIs to provide some solution. What fintech does? Fintech provides a front-end environment which basically enhances the entire customer experiences but on the basis of banks API only, right?
Yeah.
So KYC compliance, KYC verification lies with bank only.
Yeah.
So entire private sector, like a player like us, we have to provide that ease of doing compliance to banks. Whenever we are acquiring merchants, the KYC, primarily scrutiny of KYC, though the verification lies with the bank only, but at least we can use those innovation like eKYC, vKYC, all those things already available in market, and regulators are basically pushing CKYC.
Yeah.
So we have to use these things so that banks can verify customer non-face to face, because banks are onboarding customer on our behalf, right? We are basically acquiring those customers. So bank has to verify all these details. So we have to just make sure we acquiring right set of customers with right set of APIs, that to bank-driven APIs, and under the entire regulatory framework designed by RBI.
I'll ask one last question because we are running out of time. Can you list a couple of challenges that you see that you have to brace yourself for at Kintetic Wave, now Alfitch?
So basically, it's a very dynamic, evolving environment nowadays. For last 2-3 years, I've seen RBI releasing lots and lots of regulation. First, digital lending, then payments, the entire PAPG, master action change. All these compliances are coming in. So we have to preempt, right? We have to take clues from the previous master direction circulars. What can be next circular? Where the industry is going? We have to keep our eyes and ears open. What all things are being happening inside and outside this entire fintech world. So I think to keep up with that pace with these regulations, sometimes a bit challenging, because I don't know when RBI is going to launch some new circular. If we are able to preempt that, I think nothing like it. But that one challenge definitely lies with that, because once we develop entire product suite, right, and next day the compliance, new compliance, we have to again redevelop the entire product, again be compliant with the new circular.
Are you saying regulatory environment?
Not environment, not
it is not
a unpredictability. Basically, can be a challenge, but again, the kind of growth in this sector it basically attracts that kind of regulations. So I will not blame anybody else. It's by design, right? It's by design.
Great. Thank you so much for that chat, Mr.
Thank you so much, Ritika.
Nice to talk to you.